but it exceeded that.
What if we do a quad turbo? There you go. That's looking good. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today is going to be the July 4th post. Tomorrow is going to be July 4th, and today means freedom, horsepower, Chevrolet, cars, America. And today we got a cool one right here. We got Mr. Lee's twin turbo C8 Corvette. We're going to be doing a lot of things in this video, but I'm going to start this up. We don't get a lot of people coming to pick up their cars because a lot of them gets transported in, but Mr. Lee is local. So thank you so much for coming.
Right.
And this is son right here. They both own C7s and C8s, and they brought their 2025 C8 Corvette here to get built. You drove your car already.
Yes, it is excellent. The throttle response, the shift responsiveness, it's more than what we thought. We thought it would be excellent, but it exceeded that.
Yes, and it definitely made a lot of power. On this video, you're gonna see how much it made and a couple things that we did on today's week's vlog. So let's get to it, let's make some power, and happy 4th, everybody. Let's go. Alright guys, behind me is Mr. Lee's 2025 C8 Corvette that we did a BD720 twin turbo package with high flow cats. The car came in baselining at 438 wheel horsepower and is leaving with 230 horsepower more, making 666 wheel horsepower. Lee, enjoy your car. If you guys have a C8 Corvette, you know who to hit up. Let's go. I will say, the top mount turbo kit looks amazing. Look, show this thing real quick. Like, the engine bay is top tier. Like, this is probably the nicest one, and I'm jealous because my car is not this nice. AN lines, it's beautiful. AN lines, all crimped really nicely. That's for the airlines. The oil side of it, the hot side of it, gets fire sleeved. So it's insulated, it's never gonna melt, and it's pretty badass. This is what we're doing right now in most of our builds. That is an available option, so I like it a lot. And this thing has come a long way from the Stingray turbo kit to what it is. Well, my Stingray OG, the first top mount kit, the prototype, to production. That is amazing. So we got this guy right here in Mr. Derek with the purple on black turbo kit that they're finishing up. And I'll show you guys the other one that we have. This one right here. All red. We did red and black. That's pretty. So you got red and black, you got the purple and silver, and you got the purple and black. We're doing all the colors here, so. And it's all beautiful and popping. And I'm really liking to see how this comes out. I am very curious to hear what you guys think. We're about to start doing the E-Ray rebuild here soon. And we have a lot of beautiful things coming out for that car and awesome partners that's jump on board to sponsor the build. What colors do you guys want to see? Do you want to see it all blacked out? Like black on black on black on black? Which is kind of what the car was. The car was like black on silver. Or do you want to see some color to it? You want to see some yellows, purples, reds? What are the colors?
You know what would look really good?
Pink.
Green.
Ugh. See, I'm a big fan of acid green. I just don't know if I could, if my personality
like
fits
with,
in it.
With some flake on it?
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. Acid green is nice too.
Pink would look
Pink
good,
would look
especially
amazing.
because we do the pink BD logo on
Yes.
it.
Karen's car with a top mount turbo kit with roof exit. Karen's car with the roof exit on top mount, I think would look really good all pinked out on the engine bay. So I'm kind of curious if she should ever do that. But the pink turbo looks really good in that car. You know what's another crazy thing? What if we do a quad turbo?
You shut up! I'm so fucking scared right now. You shut up!
Bottom mount turbos with top mount turbos.
I was talking to Justin about that.
It'll be
Friday.
dumb. It'll be dumb. That's the
Those
whistling
both,
diesel type
they
stuff.
bolt on to the exhaust.
Yes, it does. I
So
mean,
the top mount can technically have the.
of course, it physically can do it. Yes, but
We should do it on the Stinger.
it'll be one of those things that we just do for YouTube purposes, but not really something to try to go faster because that'll just be dumb. But if you guys want to see it, comment down below because I'm very curious. I thought about that in my sleep a couple days ago, and I'm like, I wonder if YouTube would like that. Very curious. I think this is gonna be a cool car. All these three are gonna be awesome. 01 is next on the lift. E-Race next on the lift. We got a few more cars that are done. We got a supercharged car. We got a couple turbo cars. So we're hammering down. It's pretty awesome. So thank you guys for bringing your cars over here. Thank you guys for calling a lot. Thank you guys for supporting our warehouse, ordering the DIY and build your own packages because we got that live and we have turbo kits on the racks and supercharger kits on the racks. So pretty cool. So thank you. I appreciate it. All right, the beautiful thing about this car is the way we set it up. This is the first time we're using silver hot side on the whole setup. Usually we do black on the turbos, and on the cold side we did purple, crazy purple too with prismatic. That's the color of this one. All right, we got our intercooler, wastegate, and blow-off valve. Let's see how all this thing goes together. All right, I got goodies for you. We stock all these, by the way, at boostdistrict.com. Blow-off valve, turbo smart, wastegate. Intercooler, not yet, but we're gonna be working on that. We're also gonna be adding threadstone intercoolers on the website too. All right, so blow-off valve and wastegate I got here. I don't think you need the blow-off valve yet.
Yeah.
So, main concern really is the wastegate placement.
Yeah.
Flanges and the clamps, the V-band clamps are in here. It's all together.
Nice, you've got it smaller.
Quite a bit.
This is a 44 millimeter. Not sure.
45.
Okay, yeah. An option, honestly, it's got 7 in the top here.
I'll let you spend a little bit of time with it. If you need to redesign a couple things, look at it, and I'm kind of gonna go from there. I'll leave you for some time. So you
Okay.
can,
Yeah, I'm just really trying to think about how to figure out the proper pathway to run all this piping, you know?
I mean, the thing is, both headers are kind of set in place, right?
Yeah.
But header forward, you can kind of play with it if you need to change it around.
That's what I'm...
You're not set in stone.
Yeah. No, that's what I've been thinking about.
Yeah. Because I like the way the header is because we clear the plug wires a lot
Yeah.
properly. But forward of that, you can kind of play with it, so it's kind of more to your liking. But again, my only constraint on this side is I want to make sure that the downpipe has a V-band on the engine bay. So
Yeah.
if people want to change their wires, they can literally just go here, take out the V-band, and take that pipe off.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll come back to you in a bit. Of the video, I'm gonna be teaching my camera guy Diego to run this car on the dyno. He's been the camera guy holding this for the last year-ish, more than that, a little bit more. But today we're gonna be teaching him to run the dyno. We have a Dyno Jet 224 XLC with the brake on it, and we have a BD720 supercharged C8 Corvette. This is Mr. Pat's C8 Corvette that we built here. This has a Magnuson 720 supercharger kit for the C8 Corvette with a hardtop convertible billet lid. It has Fab Speed headers, and it has, let's see, Corsa catback exhaust. It has stock cats in place, and I'm excited to see how much power this thing makes. Are you ready for the task?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Let's do it.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna set the computer up for him, and that's pretty much it. So the main thing is, we gotta get the car up to temp, and then you gotta click the green button, floor it, click the green button saying, okay, I'm done running, and then click it, okay, click green again to show the number on the screen, and then red for the brake. And then as soon as you click red, put it in neutral. Simple. A lot of you're probably gonna do it like 4 or 5 times to get the hang of it, but you'll get the idea. It's not hard. You gotta just keep it forward. All right, let's get to it. I'm gonna sit in the car with him to teach him and run this car and get the number for it and get it sorted. All right, let's put this thing in first gear. Brake is off.
So it's gonna go into manual or
drive first.
brake is off?
No, brake is off. If it's not blinking red, it's not on.
Okay.
Okay, so put it in for drive and then manual. Okay, just start rolling. Oh, traction control off. There you go. Now put it in. Gas it a little bit. Get to like 11 miles per hour. And just hold it at 11. There you go. Alright guys, once you start seeing the ESC off, you're gonna have to see the ABS light turn on the left side of the screen. There you go. As soon as you see 11, the ABS module and all those turn on, you are in dyno mode. So you can get up to speed to 5th gear. Paddle up. If you guys do not put your car in dyno mode first before you try shifting up, it will actually not allow you to shift back after 3rd gear. So you have to make sure you put it into dyno mode first and then start shifting the gears. Alright. Okay, now you gotta see the screen. It says 2000 RPM close to it. And you're at 2000 RPM, we're a good match. So, alright. Get up to temp. You're already up to temp already. So, we're logging. Data is looking good. So, whenever you're ready, take the remote with you. And then you're gonna click green. You're gonna slowly progress to the gas pedal. Like within a second, you're floored. Just don't like snap on it, you know?
So press green first?
Yes, so press green for basically saying you're pressing green and then I'm gonna floor it. You floor it and then you let go of the pedal and you click it again saying I'm done flooring it, and then click it again to say I want to see the graph. Okay. And then brake. Not the car brake, but the dyno brake, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Whenever you're ready. Down, cool down for a second. Alright, how was it for your first dyno run?
It went good. Nervous.
Did you floor it?
I don't think so.
You don't think you floored it? Alright, we'll try it again. We'll make sure you floor it next time. Go. That's looking good. much better. You floored it that time. Window down, please.
Okay, that one was better.
Yes. You gotta floor it a little bit quicker, but you still did it. Alright boys, Diego was able to run the car 3 times on the dyno himself, and I think he was very ecstatic about it. He made 561 wheel horsepower. We've made a couple changes on the file just to clean it up a little bit and dial it into 91 octane. Let's go run it one final time and give you guys the final number, and let's see, hopefully it makes a little bit more. If not, 561 is good at 91, but I'm sure we can pick up a little bit more, so let's get to it. There she goes. 611 wheel horsepower. Very conservative because it's on 91 octane. Car has a lot of left in it on 93, so that's that. Very cool. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Diego, did you enjoy your dyno runs?
Yes.
Heck yeah, man. Boom. Let's end this video today with a badass SS sedan burnout making 1200 wheel horsepower, celebrating freedom. America, happy birthday, 250 years old. And to you guys, enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there. Stay boosted and enjoy these discount codes down below. See ya. Thank you.